Welcome to the night mode edition of the Mark Jackson Show. I am Mark Jackson. This is my dynamic co-host, my guy Bluu. Bluu, I don't know if you know, this is our 50th show, our 50th episode.
It's the 50 piece?
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
We at 50 already?
We halfway to a century. I did that math from the top.
Hold on. Y'all got it for the 50th edition of the Mark Jackson Show. Y'all got to go show some love, comment, and just show some support, man. We love hearing from y'all. We love interacting with y'all. So go show us some love. Anyways, Pops, you looking interesting today.
I didn't get a cut, so I had to throw on the hat just to get the night mode edition in the books. So I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, you look real suspicious, like you're undercover cop or something. I don't know.
Hey, if you'd caught me in '89, I was in the back of the club like that.
All right. Yo, Pops, let's give a shout out to our sponsors, Underdog Fantasy, for keeping the lights on. Go ahead and click the link in the description or scan the QR code. It'll take you right to the site. Use the promo code MARK. That's MARK. We appreciate y'all. All aboard! All aboard! All aboard! First trip to Cancun. We out of here, man. I'm sorry. As much as I'm the biggest Ant-Man guy, bring the family to Cancun. It's a wrap. It's a
Wow.
wrap. I don't need to see nothing else. Send them to Cancun. They outmatched. What's up, Pops? You got something to add?
Yeah. I would never say that in a million years with Michael Jordan on the court in uniform healthy. I would never say that it's a wrap, send him to Cancun. I would always believe that there's a chance for him to come back. And you say?
All aboard! All aboard!
Oh, my goodness. Front runners.
Nah, man. It's over, bro. It's over, Pops. It's over. Let me know. We saw a good game tonight. We're gonna start off right there. And I got a prediction for the mama that goes that man award winner already. And if it's not the Joker, I'm getting in my car and I'm driving to wherever you at, and we might have a problem on our hands. So I'm gonna just early on in the episode, I'm gonna let you think about that. Let that simmer for a while. But don't make me beat Oakley tonight. Don't make me beat Aaron Gordon either, because he's been stepping up too. What's up with the timeout? I didn't say put your coaching hat on yet. Relax.
I feel like Popovich. I'm burning my timeouts early. Yo, let me get a time. I don't know if you know. I'm not going to tell you who the winner is, but you know, in the one game a dude had 40, in another game a dude had 44. Spectacular performances. So you can make a case either way, and we'll see which way I go. But don't act like it's a runaway vote.
All right, Pops. To me, it's a runaway vote. But obviously, we see things a little differently. So let me know. We saw the Timberwolves tonight struggle against the Denver Nuggets. What did you see in this game? What was your first impressions?
I saw an aggressive Nikola Jokic looking to score, looking to make plays, initiating the offense, running the point, had his mind made up when they single coveraged him, capitalized, won the battle on his terms, got to his spot. Beautiful footwork, craftiness, the ability to finish in the paint area with either hand. He was spectacular. And then I saw a defense that was committed to not allowing Anthony Edwards play one-on-one. Anytime he came off a screen, they trapped him. They didn't leave the trap until he got rid of the basketball. And on top of that, they also treated Karl Anthony Towns in a similar form and fashion. When he caught it on the block, they double-teamed him with high active hands, making it tough for him to find players on the perimeter. It was outstanding defense and a commitment individually and collectively by the Denver Nuggets. I just thought it was a outstanding performance led by the best player in the world in the Joker, and he was spectacular. And you can hear the announcers talking about it also. It was like it was personal the way he was going after it. It was personal. He had an agenda. Jamal Murray hadn't gotten it going, and he just put the team on his back and made plays for guys and scored timely hoops.
Yeah, man. I saw the champions be champion. I saw the championship DNA show up tonight. And yeah, it was personal for Joker, yes, but it was personal for this Denver Nuggets team defensively too. From top to bottom, them dudes competed, and it was I don't know how to put it, but a great exhibit of one team of two teams that attempted to put a game plan into place today. The Indiana Pacers double teamed Jalen Brunson off screens, and we watched what happened off of that. The rotations, the lack of almost what we saw from Denver was almost perfection tonight on their rotations, on their efforts, on their switching of off of double teams. Can you just talk a little bit about what you saw with their effort double teaming Anthony Edwards and just defensively?
Well, you talk about those things in film session. You go through it on the court. There's no secret the offense that the Timberwolves run, just like there's no secret what the Nuggets are going to run. They come down and they call a set. You can tell that the Nuggets talked about how they're going to double team, where the double team is going to come from, if and when they're going to rotate out of the double team. They did a great job of disrupting Anthony Edwards. And one thing you can't underestimate is the importance of Mike Conley, the only legitimate pass-first point guard orchestrator in a Timberwolves uniform. That don't mean they don't have good players at the point guard position, but he would have handled the double team a little different and got them into some sets to create some space for Anthony Edwards. One thing I thought they could have done, they could have got more stops and pushed with pace. Push the basketball, get into double drags, high screen and rolls, single screen and rolls, curl Anthony Edwards off the wing, let him catch it where he sees where the double team's coming from, give him his whole right hand on that right side of the court or his whole left hand by himself without help. They didn't make it easier for him. And you could tell he got frustrated, but you got to give a lot of credit to the Denver Nuggets. They were prepared, and they understood that they were not going to let Anthony Edwards take over the basketball game. And they frustrated him, and they made him uncomfortable offensively.
This is crazy, but is the Defensive Player of the Year award, is that like the Madden curse? Because there's been a few Defensive Player of the Years that we've watched get cooked. And who was the last one? Steph Curry was cooking Marcus Smart. And we watched Jokic cook Rudy Gobert today. What's up? What's up? Was it just a night where Jokic had his number, or was it something deeper that we're missing?
Think about what you just said. In Marcus Smart's scenario, you talked about the guy that was in the discussion for best player in the world, cooked him. It happens. Even if you're the defense player in the world. In Rudy Gobert's scenario, is the best player in the world, cooked him. It's nothing to hang your head about. I believe that when you are playing against greatness, they don't cook you individually. They cook you as a team. Anthony Edwards didn't have his way. It wasn't as stellar defense that KCP was playing, Aaron Gordon played, as stellar defense that they played individually. It wasn't just them that did the job. It was the supporting cast. When he caught the ball, he saw two guys on him. When he caught the ball, he saw four guys in help position, active hands and ready. So he didn't have to beat his man individually. He had to battle against the Denver Nuggets defense. So I wouldn't be so difficult on Rudy Gobert. He's a great defender. He's a 4-time Defense Player of the Year. Deserves those awards. He'll be in the Hall of Fame. But you got a guy whose mind was made up to be an aggressive scorer. Nikola Jokic shot 15 for 20. How many times we seen the Joker shoot 22 times? 15 for 22, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. He was aggressive. He was patient, and he won the battle on his turn. He frustrated the Minnesota Timberwolves defense. He would clear the side out, get everybody out of the way. He's so efficient and so smooth and plays to his own beat. Recognizing, seeing over the defense, nobody comes, okay, I'm going to back this guy down and I'm going to post him and I'm going to shoot a left-handed. Okay, this time I'm going to shoot a right-handed. Or this time the help come, I'm going to throw it to the He just picked them apart, whether it be as a scorer or a facilitator.
When Jokic is on his game like this, are the Nuggets unbeatable?
They're tough to beat. And you can tell that, there's been times in the past when Coach Malone would beg him to be aggressive offensively. That's not who he is. And we may see moving forward a game or two where he's passive or tentative offensively trying to get guys involved. I even thought tonight, as aggressive as he was, there was times he was trying to hand it off to Jamal Murray or KCP off the handoff and let that action play out. His patience. Sometimes you don't want greatness to be patient. Sometimes you want greatness to be greatness and just win the battle. But when he's aggressive and playing this way, it's tough to beat them because he creates so much havoc because we know he can get guys shots. But when he has his mind made up to get his own, it's a different animal. It's an absolute different animal.
All right, Pops. What do the Timberwolves have to do to save this series?
It might sound crazy, but it's simple. Mike Conley's got to come back, get healthy, and then they're going back home. So start right away playing with pace. Use the momentum of the pushing of the basketball to create early offense and open lanes and gaps for Anthony Edwards to get going. And he's a different animal to have to defend when he's getting downhill and he's playing with confidence. And now some shooters have made some shots and the floor is open. So I think you got to play with pace immediately, and then you got to defend at a high level. You got to figure out what you're going to do defending Nikola Jokic. How are we going to eliminate the impact that he's having on these games? Are we going to double team? Are we going to double team at all times? Are we going to single coverage him? Where's the double team coming from? They got to talk about these things and make these tough decisions to put them in position to go back to Denver once again.
All right, Pops. Say it with me. Knicks. 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 Knicks basketball going crazy. Pop. Why are you not getting excited with me? What's up? What is up with you? What is up with you?
No. What do you want me to do?
You didn't see what we did tonight? You didn't see New York basketball in full effect? You didn't see John Starks coming all on the court, all up in your face? You didn't see Starberry on the... What did you watch? Why are you not excited?
John Starks, sit down, first of all. You're my guy. I love you. Sit down, chill, eat the popcorn, and enjoy the playoff basketball.
Oh, my gosh, man. No. What's up, Pops?
John Starks somebody's going to step on John Starks' shoe, taking the ball out of bounds. That's how much he's almost on the court. Sit down, John. Sit down.
No. Stand up, John. Pop, I need you to get excited like John. We need to be on the court side on the next Knicks game or something. Get with it, man. Come on.
The greatest Knick in history is sitting courtside, energized and enthused about the performance that they're putting on. But he's cool, calm, and collective. And he's celebrating, and he claps. He's not standing up, jumping on the court, high-fiving Jalen Brunson as he makes a play. Chill.
You can't tell me. Why does everybody want to tell people how to cheer? If he gets excited, if he in the garden and he getting excited, let him live his life. I appreciate Pat Ewing's cheer going like this. That's respectable. I respect John Starks cheering and going crazy. Now, he did almost twist somebody's ankle one time. Now that one time, and I saw him look at the player like, oh, I think it was Obi Toppin or somebody. He looked like, oh, that was close. That dude was wilding. But New York City is in the building, Pops. The city is hot. Tell me, what did you see? Of course, we saw Brunson cooking once again. But tell me a deeper look at this game.
I saw Celebrity Row on fire once again. The support and the love from the fans of New York City is like no other. They showed up and showed out. And the team led by Jalen Brunson didn't disappoint. They outworked, outcompeted, out-hustled the Indiana Pacers. They imposed their will on the basketball game. And Exhibit A wouldn't be Jalen Brunson. Exhibit A would be Isaiah Hartenstein. His energy, his effort, his commitment to pursue the basketball. The dude had 12 offensive rebounds. 12. I believe 9 other people in the history of the game have had 12 offensive rebounds in a playoff game. And only one Knick, which he tied the record today. And that's 30 years ago, the great Charles Oakley had 12 offensive rebounds. And think about it. They started 4 dudes, really 5 dudes, that were undersized with their counterpart on the opposite side. Jalen Brunson, McBride, DiVincenzo, Hart, and Hartenstein, all smaller than the guy they lined up against. And they outwilled and outworked the Indiana Pacers. If I'm the Pacers, even though I picked them to win the series, and I still think they'll win the series, you got to be embarrassed by what took place in the Garden last night. You have to be embarrassed about what took. 20 offensive rebounds, 20, 12 by one guy. There's no excuse for that. You didn't want it. And they imposed their will, and they scratched and clawed and won a huge game in the Garden and made a statement. I'm impressed by Jalen Brunson and the spectacular performance he's continued to put on. Legendary. But the way that they fought and competed, that's who they've been all season long. And they showed up when people questioned, including me, how much energy was still in the tank. They responded. You got to give them credit.
No, I give them credit, man. I give them so much credit. Man, I do this every game. I give them credit. But at the same time, I got to look at the Pacers and ask them, what are y'all doing? Because they didn't really show up. It wasn't the same Halliburton. And y'all let Hartenstein turn into Wiltonstein, Shackenstein, 17 rebounds. I just don't understand. It's certain ways where it's acceptable to lose, but then there's certain ways where you look at this stat line in this game and you're the Pacers and you say, we can't lose like that. You allow Jalen Brunson to get looks after look after look. Get comfortable in the game. You allow Isaiah Hartenstein to get rebounds. You allow Josh Hart to get rebounds and be comfortable. And then offensively, I don't recognize you guys with the turnovers that you had. So I don't know what exactly they need to do to get back their identity. And maybe this was just an off game. But what do you see the Pacers needing to change moving forward?
Well, a couple of things. They were out rebounded 53-29. That's embarrassing. And then on the road, in a game 5, they turned the basketball over 18 times, careless with the basketball. So you look at the stat line, and they're fortunate that they didn't get blown out even more. They should have lost the way the Knicks lost in Indiana. A poor performance. Now own it and make the proper adjustments. I want to see Halliburton turn the corner and be aggressive. I want him to have the mindset that he did in Indiana the other night. He's got to be aggressive. I want to see other guys fight and compete. I want to see the guards be engaged in the paint area, helping rebounding the basketball. That's not just Miles Turner, and I'm not letting him off the hook, but that's not just Miles Turner. 5 rebounds? 5 rebounds for Miles Turner, the biggest dude on the court, playing minutes, shooting a 3. I need to point the finger to everybody in uniform and say we fell short in the energy and effort category. We fell short in the competitive drive category. We've got to be better. First thing is rebounding the basketball. Second thing is taking care of the basketball. And the third thing is we got to be true to who we are. When we're at our best, we're pushing the basketball with pace. We're forcing the issue. We're picking up. We're extending the defense. We're into bodies. We're not giving Jalen Brunson angles. How many times do I have to see this dude get to his left hand comfortably? This just in. This is 5 games being played. They won 3. We won 2, as far as if I'm talking from a Pacers standpoint. How many times have we seen Jalen Brunson go by and score going right? A handful. We know he can't be stopped going left. It's a steady diet. If I show a clip of Jalen Brunson getting to that left, he's going in and out. We know which way he's going. We know which way he's going. Be committed to make him be uncomfortable. That doesn't mean he can't go right. But the stats tell us that he's dominating going left. He's dominating us going left. So send him to his right hand and trust that help is going to be there. They got to be better across the board. But I'm not going to rain on the parade of the Knicks. Outstanding performance by the New York Knicks. Tremendous statement made by the New York Knicks. Tom Thibodeau decides to start Miles McBride. I wouldn't have started him. I would have thought, which I thought going in, that was too small of a lineup to start against this big Indiana Pacers lineup. They got away with it. They got away with it because he put a great competitor in there that was going to take the pressure off of Jalen Brunson from having defense. You can hide him somewhat defensively and give him a breather. But the Indiana Pacers got to be better. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They have to be better.
Was this as simple as the Knicks being rejuvenated or refreshed tonight? Was this a bounce back game for them?
No, it's something about those bright lights, being back home, seeing Celebrity Row, seeing the energy in the building. It gives you life. And as an opposing team, it should do the same exact thing. I remember going there with the Pacers, playing against the Knicks in the playoffs. We were pumped up. We wanted to put frowns on the faces of the celebrities in the front row. They didn't have that mentality. The New York Knicks wanted to put smiles on the faces of Celebrity Row, smiles on the faces of legendary former Knicks standing courtside, acting a fool, eating popcorn. I just had to throw that in there. But they embraced the bright lights and embraced the moment. They wanted to have an opportunity to go to Indiana and win the series. They wanted to put the Indiana Pacers on their back, being down 3-2. They had the right mindset. They responded. Give them credit.
All right, so Pops, if you're coaching the Pacers, you hyped us up, you got us excited. We had a whole game plan. Came to New York and got punched in the mouth, lost by 30 points. What do you say to this team now to get them ready for this next game and maybe wash this out of their memory?
We had 2 chances to win a game in New York City. Now we're down to 1. Let's make sure we get to that 1. But the way to get to that 1 is not by playing the way we played in Game 5. It's getting back to our true identity, getting back to who we are as a basketball team, getting that nastiness, that competitive spirit, and imposing our will on them as opposed to taking all the punches. Let's respond the way that they did. Give them credit. They responded. Now let's see how they act when we're playing for all the marbles in Madison Square Garden. And we come much more prepared than we did in Game 5. But we have to get there, fellas. And it starts in Game 6, taking it right away and sending a message that we're going back to New York City.
Yeah, Pops. The game tonight got chippy. I liked it. But what I didn't like, I don't know, man. I feel like the Pacers is not really built. Like the Knicks swag, when they started getting the argument, the city came out of them. I'm like, oh yeah, they've been living in New York. They was talking, Dante, way he was talking just decided them. I'm like, all right, he ready. Then I was looking at the Pacers, and it just was, what was that?
You're not putting your hand in my neck like this. We're not doing
Come on. I'm not pushing it away like oh, ref. I'm not looking at the ref if you put your hand and choke me. Come on, man. What are we doing?
But to their credit, New York's front office and decision makers, they got a bunch of guys that's nasty, that compete. They got a lot of heart, no pun intended, and they get after it. You don't have, I mean, they fight. And that doesn't mean they're going to win, but they're going to fight and they're going to compete. And they may be short in talent, but they certainly are not short in heart, determination, and desire.
I mean, you got to give Pacers credit. They went and got James Johnson. He on the end of the bench. So just in case things go left, they do have somebody to go get.
Yeah, but James Johnson's message should be, if we get into a fight, I got y'all. I got that. Don't worry about that. But I need y'all to give me the same energy and effort in between those lines. We're in a fight competing on the court. Y'all take care of that, and anything break off, I'll take care of everything else. But I need y'all to do a better job of handling what you're supposed to handle.
Yeah, man. All right, Pops. What do you see happening in Game 6?
What do I see happening in Game 6?
Mm-hmm. Who wins?
I picked the Pacers to win the series, so I'm going to say that the Pacers will win Game 6, and we will have an exciting Game 7 in Madison Square Garden, which will be extremely fun to watch and great theater. But I expect to see the Pacers fight, being at home, embraced by their home crowd, energized and enthused, and I expect to see them put on a better performance.
It's just clicking in my mind. You got the Pacers winning a Game 7 in the Garden after the Pacers that you've seen on the road. You got them winning. That's a tough pick.
I didn't pick them to win Game 7. I picked them to win the series. So now it has to be Game 7 So what do you want me to do?
It's okay for you to switch. You can still come back. You can still come back and say that the Knicks gonna win now. It's not too late to be like, "Yo, I was wrong."
No, I don't do that. I don't do. I don't care, but I don't do that. I made the pick. Now I'm going down with the pick.
Yeah, you the dude on the Titanic that was still playing the violin. Like, it's all right. All right, man. Let's talk Wednesday night. OKC is hosting Dallas. Game 5 for a series tied 2-2. What do you think we going to see in this game?
I expect to see a big game from Luka Doncic, responding off of the poor performance, as bad a performance as I've seen him have since he's been in the league and I've been watching. I expect to see Kyrie Irving much more aggressive than he's been the last couple of games. And I expect to see the Dallas Mavericks pull out a victory, a hard-fought victory. against this tough, talented, youthful, energized basketball team led by a superstar in Shea. So it's not going to be easy. But I liked a lot of the looks that Luka got in the previous game. I just thought he had a bad night, and he was whining and complaining a little too much to the referees. I expect to see greatness bounce back and bounce back in a big way.
All right, Pops. What do you see for this? I don't even think we need to really touch on this game. But who wins between the Celtics and the Cavaliers? Can the Cavs somehow be David versus Goliath?
I don't know if Donovan Mitchell is going to play. I don't know if Jared Allen is going to play. That gives them a better opportunity and a better chance of winning. But I'm gonna go with the team that has experience, that understands how important it is to wrap up a series when you have an opportunity to wrap up a series because of the valuable experiences they had in the past. I'm gonna go with the healthy star power in Tatum and Brown. I believe that the Boston Celtics will wrap up the series and send the Cleveland Cavaliers home on vacation. They're just a better basketball team that's clicking and that's healthy right now. I expect to see them make a strong statement by winning and sending the Cavs home.
Okay. Yeah, it's done. Cavs going to Cancun. That's why I put the range. That's why I put the boat jacket on. The captain is here. All aboard.
You're so disrespectful, man. You're so disrespectful.
It's room for the families on the trip. It's nice. This ship is nice. It's nice in Cancun. Beautiful. Watch ahead as you enter the cabin. All aboard.
Where they going?
Huh?
Where they going?
Cancun.
Oh.
All right, Pops. It's time for the Mama. There Goes That Man Award. Tell me who wins it tonight.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was sealed. I thought watching the first game, it was a wrap. That my guy, I talked to Rick Brunson earlier today in dialogue with locking in Jalen Brunson coming on the show once the season's over with. So that's awfully an impressive get to get. I thought it was a wrap. And then I watched the second game. And I have to say, it's close. But the winner of tonight's award goes to the Joker.
Oh, my
40
gosh.
points,
Are you kidding me?
7 rebounds, 13 assists, 15 for 22 from the field, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Big time statement made by the Joker. He is tonight's Mama. There Goes That Man award.
No. It can't be the Joker. It can't be the Joker. You said it's definitely Brunson. You say he coming on the show?
He's coming on the show.
Yeah, man. Brunson got to get it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How you going to give it to the Joker, man? Who? Nah, Brunson got it, man. Shouts out to Jalen Brunson taking over. Best player on the court tonight by far. Winner, do the right thing, Pops. Winner to do the right thing award. Jalen Brunson.
I got no problem with that. So we covered both bases. But I tell you what,
all right.
Two guys with two absolutely spectacular performances. Both of those guys, spectacular performances. Clearly the best players on the floor and did whatever they wanted to do every time down the court. Spectacular to watch.
No, it's two great performances. It's hard to choose. If I really had to choose, I'm definitely going with Joker. But I think Brunson cooked tonight too. I think Brunson played well. All right, Pops, we cannot brush over this WNBA opening night. Caitlin Clark plays and drops a respectable 20 points, hitting some big shots, but they lost by 20 tonight. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I think she's going to be special. She's going to be an all-time great. But it was a frustrating night for her in her opening performance. I mean, she shot 5 for 15 from the field, 4 of 11 from three-point land. Think about this. It's a different level. She had 10 turnovers. 10 turnovers in the ballgame. They frustrated her. I know Coach Stephanie White extremely well with the Connecticut Sun. Shout out to them. They sent me a jersey with my name on the back. Great people and great performance by them. This is a team that was in the finals. So no surprise that they frustrated not only Caitlin Clark, but Alicia Boston also, Aaliyah Boston. They frustrated them and they imposed their will and made it uncomfortable. 10 turnovers, that's a lot of turnovers from the point guard position. So she will be great, and she will be great right away. It just was a frustrating night tonight, but it's fun for fans of basketball to embrace greatness on the court and the star power. Before you have to watch, back in the day, you got to watch one player every other night. There's special talent every single night in the WNBA game.
Yeah. I'm loving the WNBA. It's tough right now because with so many NBA games, playoff important games going on every day, it's hard to catch as many games as I would like to. But as soon as this season is over, I'm watching them WNBA games because, as you said, it's star power everywhere. And especially, I'm starting to recognize every face that's on the court. I'm like, oh snap! I'm feeling that connection. It's starting to heat up in the WNBA. So I'm excited, man.
They got an incredible skill level. I mean, you watch the action, ISOs, the shooting, the post. I mean, it's the rebounding, the footwork. It's just like you say in the men's game is at an all-time high, the skill level. It's the same way with the women's game. It is fun to watch.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, let's give a shout out to our sponsors, Underdog Fantasy. Scan the QR code and play the Pick'em game. That's our favorite. We appreciate y'all.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Mark Jackson Show, the Night Mode Edition. I'm Mark Jackson. That's my guy, Bluu. We thank you for your love and support. Remember, get involved. Get active. My 99-year-old Hall of Fame college basketball coach says to me at least once a week over the phone, Jax, don't take the ball out of bounds. It might go over your head, but this is what he means. I'm not a threat standing out of bounds. I can't score standing out of bounds. So what he's telling me is make sure I'm involved. Make sure I'm engaged. Make sure I have an opportunity to put myself in position to score. I'm telling you, don't take the ball out of bounds. Get in the action and make it happen. Blessings.